Dear Toastmasters, let's think. How do you know the ferry sank in South Korea recently? By media. How do you know Michael Jackson? By media. And then how do you know President Ma? Also by media. When you listen to these names, did you notice you have some impression in your mind? How come you have thoughts or feelings about someone you haven't even met or talked to before? These ideologies are from the media and the reporters. To know how they influence us, it is very important to know the process of making news. To learn more about media, I enrolled in the communication program in NTU this semester. And this February, I attended a TV reporter training camp, which made my eyes open to the media in reality. The TV station I chose was New Tang Dynasty Television, which abbreviation is NTD-TV. NTD-TV's headquarters is in New York and has correspondent reporter TV stations in more than 70 cities. Now I'm going to show you the 7 steps of how to make a piece of news. The first one is interview. You have to draw out the outline of your news script and then bring your microphone, full still, camera, and so on to a news site and start shooting. Second, you have to put the videos in your computer. Third, choose the lines you want to put in your script and write a script. Fourth, the editor will examine your article. If it's okay, then you can dub in the recording studio. After the dubbing and script are all fine, they will be combined with subtitles, flashcards, and so on by the film editor. The last step. To be unaired, the news has to be put into a particular system and then be aired by the staff in the second control room. Yes. This is the standard news production procedure. But quite often happen to be the same event, but with totally different reports. The interviewing part and editing part are where the demon is hidden. Let me share a short story. When I was in the 3rd day of my reporter training camp, we went to Shilin Night Market to practice how to interview people and make a piece of news. The topic we chose was about whether the night market's evacuation system under the basement was safe or not. We thought the vendors and customers must be worried and didn't know how to get out when the emergency happened. Therefore, we wrote a script about the insufficiency of emergency exits. However, while interviewing the vendors, they said, the firefighting system was fully prepared. We have been training for how to get out for many times. Don't worry. And for the customers, they said, oh, I don't think that's a problem. Their answers really shocked us and went unexpectedly from our original script. Nevertheless, we already spent a lot of time shooting things like the long stairs, trying to convince the audience of the bad firefighting system. So what are we going to do? Should I make a piece of news I want? Or should I revise it and tell the truth? I was very anxious. It is more convenient for me to just cut the pieces and make up a piece of news. So I was in a dilemma. Guess what? I chose to revise it and tell the truth. I couldn't tolerate myself doing the things that against morality, against the rights of the audience seeing a fair news. And that's also what NTD TV told us. I learned that to process a piece of news depends on the reporter's profession and conscience, depends on the boss of the whole media network, and also depend on the audience. We can monitor the media by writing emails, calling NCC, and so on. Trust me, that really works. How to make a piece of news is not that easy. But how to make up a piece of news is always easy. We all know the media in Taiwan are controlled by the entrepreneurs and the government. Still, there are some media existing to report the truth. We should support them and let them influence others, so that the whole media environment can be changed. Toastmasters of Lehman.